everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and today is day 7 in my daily December. This is where I left off in my book and I have about 6 pages free to complete day 7. The last page here is going to be my day 8 story and that will end the signature. So I went to the zoo and I took a bunch of photos, of course, and I printed a lot of large photos. So these are 5 by 7, this one's 6 by 8. I thought I could use this for the front photo. Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full size, 2 pictures of myself, and then I have a bunch of 4 by 6. And you're probably wondering, how are you going to fit these all on 6 pages? And that is a very good question. This one actually goes this way. So I'm thinking of adding a pocket into this book. And what I have that I thought might work without messing up the rest of the signature is my very first Christmas card. I'm not going to flip it over because it's got addresses and stuff on here. But I really liked this flap. It opened really nice and clean. And so I'm thinking what I can do is slide this in, something like that, and then use this as a pocket. Now, I don't like that the pocket goes this way. I would much rather it open the other way, and I don't know if I flip this over that it doesn't make any difference. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet. I might seal this off and open this side. I don't know. We're going to play around with it and see what happens. And like always, I've got my day 7 tea. And yeah, so let's see where this goes. Okay, so I think I've decided I am going to use this envelope. And I'm going to open the slit, or I'm going to make a slit on this side so that I can slide the photos in this way. I just think trying to go through the middle of the book is going to be too difficult. But obviously I don't want this open piece here to show. So I'm going to have to put some sort of cardstock over top of that. Plus, I don't like the glue seam of the envelope over here. I really like that side, just not that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just map this out on this cardstock. Here's what I want to use. And then I'm going to trim it out. And you're probably going to ask, why don't I just glue it down and then trim it out? And that's because I want to attach or make a shaker pocket on the other side of this. And I want to sandwich the pocket in between the paper. So let me just try to explain what I'm thinking here. So this is a 5 by 7? Yeah, this is a 5 by 7 sleeve, which actually fits pretty perfectly in here. And so what I'm thinking of doing is then just laying this cardstock over top. So this will be sandwiched and I'll see this decorative edge. I won't lose that. And I'll end up having to seal the top, obviously, once I get all the little bits and bobs and stuff in there. So I'm pretty happy with that idea. I just need to trim this out first and then see where we end up with that. So I just wanted to give you guys an update before I show you the final reveal. Okay, I'm pulling out all the stops today for this page, or so it seems. Anyways, I had seen on Jennifer McGuire, one of her card making videos, where she had laminated some glitter and embossing powder to make like a glittery, shiny acetate sheet. And I thought that might be kind of fun to slide it into my shaker pocket that I'm thinking of doing. The shaker pocket, like I said, is 5 by 7. And so you know what happens, right? Everything is going to settle down at the bottom and then the top half will be empty. So maybe if I did one of these and slid it into the pocket and then add my shaker elements, at least there would still be some sort of decorative elements up at the top. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, but I figure it can't hurt to try. And so what I'm going to use is spoonful of snow. This is from Stampendous, and it's a combination, I believe, of mica flakes and embossing powder and maybe even some glitter. And I'm just going to sprinkle it throughout here and run it through my laminator, which is warming up. And hopefully this will turn out. I'm a little worried about the mica flakes being a little bit on the big side. If that's the case, I will show you, and then I'll show you what I do otherwise if I don't like it, but let's hope this works. So I'm running out of table space here. I'm going to try to do the best I can within the view of the video, let's put it that way. And I've already spilled some of this. And I don't want it to be solid. I just want it to be kind of, you know, spread throughout. So I actually don't have too many of the larger flakes in here, which is probably a good thing. Okay, I'm thinking that's enough. I don't know how well you can see that given it's on a clear mat. Let me close this up and get this out of the way before I spill it, and I will show you what it looks like once my laminator has heated up and I ran this through. Okay, I think it turned out pretty good. I am just laying it on top of my scoreboard just so you can see it. I didn't have too many of the large mica flakes, which I think is a good thing. But you do see that there are the white drops as well, or white drops, white bits of embossing powder, and then there is some glittery iridescent kind of shapes, and then the mica. So I think this is going to work. I did run it through twice. I ran it through once one way and it had a little bit of warping, so I flipped it over and ran it through again, and it is now fairly flat. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to trim this down to slightly smaller than 5 by 7, fit it in the pocket, and continue on with my project. I'll be back to show you what I came up with. So I'm about ready to fill my shaker pocket, and I have this sequin mix. I think this came from the Crafty Advent Calendar. I also have a little bit left over from this mix. This was from a Stampin' Up! Kit. This also came in the Crafty Advent Calendar. I'm not sure if this is going to be too much green, but if I look at the page that this is going to be sitting opposite, so I'm going to picture this in like this. I think this mix works really well. I think I can make what little in there is. There's not a ton of that green, but I think it could still work. And I think what I want to do is add some gold. So I think I'm going to use all 3 packages. It's a big pocket and uses them up. Okay, so I guess I didn't have to worry about the pocket all filling up at the bottom and nothing showing. These little red confetti pieces stick to the package, but actually they seem to be sticking better to the acetate than to the envelope, so maybe it is a good thing. Anyways, it doesn't hurt. It does give it some stability, which is good. And I've got this really fun acetate shaker pocket. So I am glad I put the green ones in there. They have these little reindeer, I don't know if you can see them, these little reindeer sequins, which are super cute. I threw in some of these little tiny wood veneer pieces I had just to use them up. They're stars and stuff like that. And then I added some gold stars and some gold sequins. And this looks really good. Okay, I'm done. I don't know why I said that I'm going to try and not keep this as thick and chunky as last year, because it's going to be as thick and chunky. I just can't avoid it. I love layers. Anyway, so this is the front of the album with the shaker pocket in it. I really like how that turned out. I used the word believe in wood veneer. So yeah, I like how that turned out. And then if we go all the way to day 7, I've got an actual title on this one. I just said Christmas at the Los Angeles Zoo, and I added this big number 7. And then on this page here, it's just a full page photo. I had a cork tree, I think, from last year from Ellie Edwards, one of my stamped labels. This one here kept it, again, very simple, just Ellie Studio label with a couple of enamel dots. Here I've got a label from Pink Fresh sticker sheet. Here's the pocket, so I added the picture of the hippo and of chipboard snowflake. And then these are the pictures that go inside the pocket. So I've put in a 4x6 card, and on the back I have my tea, and then I've got a picture of the gorilla, of one of the can't remember what this is called, a markhor or something like that. And then the elephant, and then I can't remember what this one is. What is it? No, it's not a tapir. I can't remember. It's another deer-like animal, I guess. Okay, so that just fits in the pocket, and I deliberately did it so that they do stick out a little bit. Kind of adds to the junkiness of the journal, which I so far haven't really, explored too much. And then on this side, I have the photo of myself with another label, and then I added some pattern cardstock to cover up the envelope where the addresses were written. I played around with leaving those in, but I actually like the way this turned out better. And then here's a picture of the chimpanzees, and I just added a label sticker from Pink Fresh. And that, my friends, is the end of day 7. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, happy crafting.